Yeah.
All right, that was a crazy event. One on Prime Video 3. What a turn of events in that main event. Uh, yeah, we were expecting a firefight, and we got it. We got it from rounds 1 to 3 all the way up to that controversial end. What are your thoughts on this fight, guys?
Run
Well,
it back.
yeah, go Bong.
Run it back.
Run it
Immediate
back.
rematch. Yeah. Well, I hope the rematch has, well, Lineker was already stripped of the title, but I hope he makes proper weight, the bantamweight limit for the rematch. And this was a huge, huge, huge confidence booster for Fabricio Andrade. He beat up Lineker. He actually made good on his promise of no takedowns. Lineker took shot for some takedowns, but Andrade was a true
Yeah,
warrior during that fight. He
we
was
were we were
throwing
wondering who
everything.
was gonna do the takedown first, right? It ended up being
John
John
Lineker.
Lineker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Fabricio also promised that he's gonna turn John Lineker into a wrestler. That's what he did, man.
Yeah, he made good. He made good on his promises. It's just unfortunate, that was probably the worst ending that we could have, drawn up for this fight, man. Everybody expected this fight to end in a knockout, to be a bloody war, man. Nobody expected that somebody would land a low blow and the fight would end in a no contest. Like if you would have asked me yesterday, no way.
It was definitely like the most anticlimactic end to a world title fight, but it's a shame, because that fight was so much fun as long as it lasted. Both fighters looked like they were wearing Halloween costumes after the bout. They each tagged each other pretty good. Yeah, but I think on the fight ending sequence, I think if only Wonder Boy yeah, he nailed him with the knee, right? The first knee, as we all saw it, that was clean, man. That was clean. That hit him clean. I think if he followed it up with just some regular ground and pound, some shots, I mean, his instinct told him to go for another knee, which unfortunately went low, as we saw in the replay. So I think if he opted to let his hands go, just because Lineker was already on the circle wall at the time, he had nowhere to go. So I think if he just rained down some punches, I think he would have gotten the TKO finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it wasn't that low, but then apparently his groin guard was shattered. So so maybe my eyes were like my eyes were deceiving me that time.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It was an unfortunate, but I think in this situation, the bantamweight belt really doesn't really. I mean, it's important, but it really doesn't matter in this sort of rivalry. I think they should do an immediate rematch, run it back as soon as both guys are healthy. John Lineker's eye was messed up, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
was mangled.
Yeah.
I
I
was
don't
cringing
know.
the whole time I was looking at it. It was like, oh man, he should
Yeah,
stop the
Yeah.
fight. I mean, if I feel like if Fabricio hit it with a clean elbow, blood's just gonna explode like a volcano on the on the circle wall.
exactly. To his credit,
Yeah.
though, to John's credit, in the second round, he had Fabricio hurt there, with a
Yep.
few
Mhm.
wild
Near the
hooks.
cage.
The hands of stone, proved to be real. um, good. The good thing for Andrade is he has a chin made of stone, so that he wore it really well, and he didn't go down at all. But he was hurt. He was almost out. Yeah, you really can't count a veteran like John out. I thought, in my prediction that Fabricio would just blow him out of the water completely, right, in the first round. That's why I was picking Fabricio to end things in the first round. But John surprised me in this one. The veteran, like Creel said in his prediction, you can't count the veteran out. Um, it was a crazy fight. And I would love, as you guys would, to see an immediate rematch. I'm sure it'll happen soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil's
Maybe
advocate,
February.
devil's advocate here. I probably don't want to see it run back. I saw how Fabricio was dominating John Lineker. I mean, sure, John Lineker had a good second round, but I feel like there's a huge fight coming up between Bibiano Fernandez and Stephen Loman. So I feel like the winner of that match should go up against Fabricio for the vacant world title.
That's a possibility. I think so too. Yeah, that's the next fight. It's already announced. Fabricio did everything that he was supposed to. He made the bantamweight limit. John Lineker didn't make the bantamweight limit. That's why he was stripped of his title. I think that there's a compelling case for the winner of Bibiano Fernandez and Stephen Loman to take on Fabricio for the title. The bantamweight belt is vacant right now, so yeah, that's a possibility. I
Yes,
heard. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
either fight will be massive because, well, for one, the winner between Bibi and Loman versus Fabricio for the title, but will be huge for the division for one championship as a whole. But Fabricio versus Lineker again, part two, will also be interesting because, well, it was a no contest, so you want to have a definite ending for that rivalry, especially now the drama just added up
Yeah,
because it's a no contest.
but personally, if I was John Lineker, would I really want to face Fabricio Andrade again after saying no takedowns and then he went for multiple takedowns and really got turned into a wrestler?
I think so, guys. I think so. I mean, both guys for sure don't want to fight anyone else but each other right now. I don't think they want to face other opponents right now. But yeah, I agree also with Carlos. I think John should get penalized for obviously missing weight. So there's also this possible scenario of him fighting at least one more fight before he gets another crack at Fabricio, and Fabricio can go for the vacant world title for the winner in the Bibiano versus Loman fight.
I think that's the question right now, right? Should one championship do an immediate rematch or wait and let this fight brew? Whenever you wait to do a rematch, there's always the risk of it not pushing through, right?
Yeah.
These two fighters like diverging paths. Right now the fever pitch, the drama is at a high. Personally, I think they should do the immediate rematch because it's going to be one of the biggest fights to look forward to in the couple of or in the next year. I don't think they should delay it. I think they should do it right away.
Yeah.
You should ask John Lineker's eye then.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Depends on how much damage he took to that eye, but that's gonna hurt for a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard Fabricio was very emotional backstage after the fight, and he was supposed to go up to do the live interview after the fight, but I guess he declined it and wanted to calm down a little bit to do the interview at a later time. So hopefully, we'll get to talk to him next week and hear his thoughts. We'll try to get him on to the MMA Superfan. Yeah, send out some feelers, Vault. Maybe we can get him on our podcast or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it certainly the event certainly lived up to expectations. There was a great buildup in the week, and people were talking about this fight, and I know I was excited to see it. I was nervous watching the whole thing, right, from the first round all the way up to when it ended. I was watching alone in my room here, but I was like yelling at my TV screen. Super exciting fight, but hats off to the two guys, man. They put on a show.
Amazing.
I was online with a friend. We were talking about the whole fight. I said, let's stop dropping everything. Gonna watch this fight. Fabricio really did make use of the distance pretty well. So, and John Lineker on the back pedal at the start of the match. That was really, I mean, that's tons of respect for Fabricio Andrade, man.
Dude, 5 seconds. 5 seconds is all Fabricio needed. He would have the world title over his shoulders right now if he didn't land that low blow. John was out, man. He was wincing in pain. It was over. But
Yeah.
And probably the 50,000 bonus too, right?
probably
Yeah. Fabricio was on his way for a bonus there.
Maybe even a double bonus, yeah.
Yeah, maybe even a double bonus.
Yeah.
If you just
And
landed a 3-punch combo, that would be the end of it.
Yeah, who
John
would
was out.
who would have been the happiest? Anatoly Malikin would have been the hat.
Yeah, Anatoly.
Another 50K, right?
His
Man,
boys kept winning
Yeah.
today and yesterday.
yeah.
And Anatoly was in the corner of every Russian who fought, man.
He's like the big brother of everyone.
Yeah. But too
And the
bad he,
shirt, guys,
too bad
right?
he only
Shirt. Let's not
Yeah.
forget the shirt.
too bad he only had one shirt that he only had
Yeah,
one
the
of that
chicken
shirt.
shirt. He should have made more.
Yeah. He should have worn it at this at the
Prime.
video.
Well, there you have it, man. John Lineker, Fabricio Andrade ends in a no contest. Let's see these guys run it back in the immediate future, man. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Teka, nawala yung mouse ko. Recording